Hello, I am Archivist Aaron, and welcome to my study. And today, we are going to be possibly, hopefully, playing some Expedition 33. Now, honestly, I always call it Expedition 33, but it has like Clair Obscure up here, and I don't know if that's actually the name of it, because that's always before it in other places where the title is. So I don't know, I think that's like the full title. This is what I have always called it, so I don't know what exactly it's supposed to be called, but I know pretty much nothing about this game. As I usually do, let me switch to the desktop audio here. As I usually do with these kinds of games, I'll briefly explain what I do know about the game, just to give context as to what I do and do not already know. Now, first of all, I know the basic genre, I think. I know it's story-driven, I think. I've heard a lot of people saying that it has a really good story to it. I know it has turn-based combat, or at least, like, semi-turn-based combat, I think. I don't quite know. I've seen briefly some clips of combat, and it looked turn-based. I don't know. I've specifically not looked into the game very closely. I've just seen here and there like some tidbits of it. I also know like some of the characters very basically. I know there's like a guy named like Gustav or something. My brain keeps trying to say Gaston, but that is not that is not the guy's name, I don't think. I would have remembered if it was Gaston. And then I think there's like Loon and Mael. Mail? I don't know how to pronounce it. We'll see, because as I said, I've only ever read the names in like memes and stuff. I've never actually heard them said. So we will see as we go into the game. But I'm very excited for it because I've heard good things. I've heard very good things about the game. And everyone was playing it like, I don't know, a month ago or something, a little while ago. So I don't know, but I'm excited to get into it, and I've been actually, like, while playing Silksong, I've been looking forward to this quite a lot, because, I don't know, just the stuff that I've heard about it, the basic concept of it, how it looks, I've really been thinking about it a lot while playing Silksong, and I'm like, ooh, I can't wait to beat Silksong so I can come play some Expedition 33 and see what all the hype is about. So here we are, finally. You know, yesterday I beat Silksong. Very good, and by beat, I mean I beat all 5 endings, so that was good. That was a fun time. Very good game. And now we're to this. So, let's see how this goes, I suppose. Now, hopefully my computer can handle it. As of now, it seems to be doing fine, but this is just the menu, so naturally. If it starts lagging, I'm probably gonna have to either do some stuff with the settings and see if that fixes it, or my computers might not be able to handle it. It should be fine though. Should be. We'll see. We'll oh hey, we have difficulty settings. I actually didn't think about that. I already messed with the settings a lot, like limiting the FPS and everything. Actually, and if CPU is having issues, I don't know if FPS actually helps with CPU load. It might just be GPU, but either way, let's look at what these difficulties have. Oh, this can be changed anytime outside of battle. That's nice. That is very good. But we're not gonna go on story, just because I don't even know how the combat works, so I don't know if I'll be good or bad at it. So I might as well stick with the middle difficulty, right? I'm definitely not going expert, because I am not an expert. This is the first time I've ever seen this. So start game, yes. All right. We will see what that does for us. Change difficulty mode at any time in the settings. Well, thank you. I appreciate that bit of quality of life, because that's something I like. It's kind of like in Skyrim, where they let you just change the settings at any time. So then you can never really get stuck on anything. Of course, I guess I could still get stuck because I'd probably be too stubborn to actually lower the difficulty. You know, it's just like, oh, I've been stuck here for an hour. Someone suggests lower the difficulty. It's like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm no wimp. But yeah, we'll see if the game functions. I hope it does. Because it would be pretty sad if I wasn't able to stream it. Because I think my computer can handle it if nothing else is open, but the streaming software does have a bit of a load on the system. Also, is this just loading or am I supposed to be pressing something? I think it's just loading. It'd be really funny if we're sitting here for like 10 minutes and I'm like, man, it's taking a long time to load. And the whole time I was just supposed to like click or something. Because that would be really sad. But I think we're fine. We're just waiting for it. It is the first time I booted up the game to the menu before, like yesterday, but I've never actually booted into the game, so it probably has some like assets to load and everything. So we'll give it a minute. This is a very interesting like little loading symbol down here. I think it's a loading symbol. But it looks like it has like a little tail following behind it. I don't know anything about like the lore of this game at all. I know there's expeditions. I know there's some sort of age requirement, possibly, or expectation on them. I don't know what the expeditions are for, or why they do it, or why age is important when it comes to it, but these are all things we're gonna figure out once it loads. Especially because the little sparks here kind of flicker around a little bit. I think that is indicative of it processing something. Hopefully it's not just like stuck in an infinite loop, because that would definitely be like Skyrim. Yeah, that would be way too much like Skyrim, where you just do one thing wrong and the game just puts you straight into an infinite loading screen for the next 2 hours until you eventually decide to just close the game and restart it. Because yeah, I don't know. We've been here a while. None of the buttons do anything, so we have to just assume that it's fine. That it's just taking its sweet time. But I don't know if there is something I'm supposed to be hitting, then let me know, I guess, because otherwise it's gonna look real dumb. And by it I mean me, most likely. It's also kind of weird that this tip doesn't change. A lot of games, especially games with longer loading screens, usually have like tips that cycle through on the loading screens. But this seems to just be kind of stagnant with just that, which might just be because it's the first time I'm opening the game. Maybe they just have it hard-coded that the first tip you get is always this. And because the loading screen hasn't ended yet, it's just sitting there. I don't know. Though it is a little worrying. Because I mean, it has been a significant amount of time now. Like, well, we've been at this screen for like 4 or 5 minutes now. That is indeed a worrying amount of time. Which, I mean, if it said kind of like in Detroit Become Human, which this computer can play that perfectly fine. I did stream that whole game, and that's a pretty intensive game. But that one, it had, oh, either we're crashing or it's going into the next thing. But Detroit Become Human had like a very long process the first time you boot it up, where it has to like cache all of the graphics. It's like it preloads everything, so that worse computers can play it. And that might just be what's happening here. Now the screen's black. Might just have a lot of preloading to do. But we're in. This place looks 34. All right, game's over, I guess. We got to 34. Was that the point of the game? I don't know. Does it count down? Hmm. I do like the aesthetic of it so far, though. But yeah, I guess it spent all that time loading the cinematic. Which some games do. Some cinematics are really intensive. I love the music of this game. I also listen to some soundtracks from the game before playing it, and it's just such good music.
If you're gonna give someone flowers, you should probably do it before they wither and die.
What, the flower? Or Sophie?
Ooh, dark. Sophie would approve. Hey, you said it, not me. The others are waiting for you. You're supposed to be helping with the festival.
With what? Putting up 3 tables? They'll manage.
Hey, 3 tables is tough.
Lumiere's enthusiasm for the expedition. There's at least 5 tables.
Marvelous.
That's a lot of tables.
Have you tried throwing with your other arm instead? If you could hit the paintress directly, that would actually be useful.
You know, hobbies don't always have to be useful. I'm enjoying
The paintress,
uselessness
huh?
of today and readying my usefulness for tomorrow. And soon, we'll get to do a lot more than throw rocks.
That's what all the other expeditions said.
Hey, you know they gave their lives to lay the trail for us, right?
Yeah, I know. Sorry.
Yeah.
Lots of lore in this first minute.
You still got a flower to give, no?
Yes. Just... I'm not sure how to start. After 4 years apart, what do I say to her on the day of her gamache?
You're asking me? I don't know. Sun's about to set, so be direct. Hey, Soph, been a while. Could we...
All right, then. Yeah, a lot going on there. First of all, the 34... I don't know what that's about. They're talking about an expedition and how there's been other expeditions. Something about a painter? Okay, we're in the game. First of all, there seems to be tearing. I thought I turned on VSync, but maybe I didn't. VSync disabled. Yeah, I think it's because... Why is FPS back to unlimited? Why you do that to me? That's probably what's causing issues here. Which one of these settings was it that was making it so I couldn't mess with the FPS? I don't remember. Was it these? Yeah, it's that. Frame generation. I don't know what that does. I don't know what that does for me at all. But yeah. 60 FPS, because that's what I stream at. So there's no reason for me to go above that. Some games don't let you do VSync and max FPS because it needs to match the FPS of your game, or of your monitor. So I don't know if that's also an issue, but we'll apply those because yeah, unlimited FPS is just asking for trouble. Also, I don't know, I switched some of this stuff. Oh, quick preset low. That must be it, is that it, while loading, it must have seen that things were taking a while, so it must have switched to the low preset, because it used to be on the high preset. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I set this to performance scaling as well. I don't know how that's going to help, but it seemed like something that would be useful. But we'll see. We'll mess with the settings probably a few times until it is a good mix of looking fine and playing alright. Because I don't need nothing fancy. I mean, have you seen my favorite game ever? Asheron's Call? That is not a very graphically intense game. Alright, a flower for Sophie. Take it? I mean... Oh, we have choices. Yeah. Why would I not take it? It's a great idea. Alright, I was told it's partly open world. I don't know how open world that means. Like, I mean, this is the prologue, so I probably...
Let's go.
She is fast. What the heck?
Are you ready to see her again?
Yeah. Been ready.
I hope the volume's good, and we get good subtitles, which is nice. Man, we are speedy though.
Nice, huh? Don't
Grapples.
tell your sister, though. I sort of borrowed the hooks from the Expedition Academy.
You what?
Wish I had them when I was working as a courier.
Why do we get just magic
Come on,
grapples
Gustav,
all
speed
over the
up a
place?
bit. Sophie will have already gamaged by the time you've arrived.
What's a gommage?
My head.
All right, well, the grapple tutorial's going well.
Can't believe Sophie already turned 33.
33.
So much younger than you.
That's in the name of the
She's
game.
popular. I'm sure she already has a necklace full of flowers.
That's not helping.
I can imagine. What?
You look tense.
Yeah, yeah.
I know what you need. A little jewel.
Okay, whenever I'm tense, I don't think a duel is what I need, you know? That... I'm just saying.
No.
Yeah, no.
Come on, it'll loosen you up. You can't go and see Sophie all somber and tense.
I'm always somber and tense. I don't know what you mean. Also, I don't know why it set everything to low.
And if you win, I'll give you something you can use with your Lumina converter.
I don't know what that is, but
Oh, you're on.
I like that. Whatever that sounds like.
Yes!
You wish to go through the battle tutorial during your duel? Probably? Because I don't know what the heck I'm doing. Okay. Let's see. During your turn, your character can attack, aim, use a skill, or use an item. Skills consume AP to use. You can gain AP by performing a base attack or parry. Okay. Discard, I guess. Players or characters play turn by turn. The turn order is indicated on the timeline on the left side. That's always useful. I like to be able to plan ahead. Try attacking to gain 1 AP. Okay, sure. Select target. Alright then. Enemies usually perform 1 action per turn. You can defend during their attack. She will attack now. How do I defend? Okay. During an enemy attack, dodge at the right time to avoid damage. Dodging at the last moment will trigger a perfect dodge. Okay. What about parry? You didn't tell me what parry does. But alright. Character's AP can be used to cast skills. Each character can have up to 6 skills equipped. Try to use a skill. I'll try my best. Gustav, yeah, it is Gustav. Starts with 2 skills, Lumiere Assault and Overcharge. He can use attacks and skills to charge up his overcharge meter and unleash a devastating blow with his overcharge skill. Use Lumiere Assault to gain charges. Alright. Discard. Select target. Pressing space at the right time will improve your skill's effects, increase damage, or added bonus effects. Achieve perfect timing to unleash even stronger abilities. So do I just press it when it comes up? During an enemy attack, you can also parry. Parry shares the same timing as perfect dodge, but is more difficult than regular dodge. Parrying recovers 1 AP in addition to avoiding damage. Okay. So she can do numerous attacks. Alright then. And now we have overcharge. Use the overcharge skill. Can do.
For those who come after.
So do I just press space when it's on the screen? I'm not sure. Kills. I don't think I'm supposed to kill her. That's, we continue. Yeah, we do.
Now, don't you feel better? I see your smile. All right, now, let's go find Sophie. I saw her near the red and white tree.
Yeah.
Alright then. Is there not more than 1 red and white tree? But I kind of want to turn up the graphics. I don't know what graphics affect the CPU more than others, but I do have a really good, like a really, at least really halfway decent GPU in this. So we shouldn't be on low settings. Just at least I want better textures, because that's like entirely CPU, right? Or entirely GPU. Foliage is probably CPU, so we'll leave that down. Shading would probably be GPU. Let's turn that a little bit up. Global illumination should probably be up a little bit. I think this helps with the hair, because the hair does end up having some really weird stuff with it, especially in these newer games where the hair ends up looking all frazzly and pixely. So we'll move most up to medium, except probably foliage. And high on the things I think are important, like textures and the aliasing, or anti-aliasing, as it were. Can we apply these mid-game? Hope so. Because some games, you need, like, a reset. I don't have a head. Well, then. Okay, there. It's starting to load things in. We'll just give it a minute. We'll just wait. I'm the Headless Horseman for the moment. For a little bit, I get... There we go. We have a head. And she has a head. That is good news. So yeah, the computer's probably now screaming at me, being like, bro, I put it to low for a reason, what are you doing? But I do not care.
Oh, the plaza is lively. Why people like to celebrate the gommage is still a mystery to me, but oh well.
What the heck is a
Red
gommage?
and white tree. I've always found it beautiful. I don't really understand. You and Sophie broke up so long ago, but clearly you never got over her.
That's how it works.
Sophie's down there.
I should have let her keep talking. I thought she was done. Sophie's down there, yes.
Yeah, I know.
I do know, apparently.
Good luck. I'll be here for you if things don't go as planned.
Thanks.
Well, thanks. That's what he's saying. I don't think I need to talk for him, because he talks for him.
Wait until today to say something. It's a bit late, isn't it?
Seems like it. Rope. Is that a rope? That doesn't look like a rope. Okay, apparently it's a rope. I have no idea what's going on in the lore of this, because, like, I've seen images and stuff of a lot of these things, and I have no idea what the magic system is, or any of that. So it's gonna be interesting. Because, yeah, that didn't look like a rope to me. But, apparently in this universe...
Everything.
Hi.
Can we talk?
Gustav,
That's me.
I love you all.
I like the green dress. Very flowery. Speaking of flowery. And not green.
That's for
Also-
your,
Why is the tree red and white? That doesn't
That's
seem
always
physically possible. But it does look very nice.
you know,
I
I'm
missed you.
sorry that... I
You
miss
don't
you
need
too.
Okay,
You go.
no, you.
You know how I feel. I wish things had been... You know, I often think...
He's interrupting himself.
Another path, you know, another future.
Still can't finish your sentences, can you?
Yep, that hasn't changed.
Finishing sentences is overrated anyway.
I missed that. I never faulted you for wanting to believe. You're fighting to change things. I understand, just... in a different world. right?
We'll break the cycle, so she can't steal anyone else's future.
Stubborn people change the world. And you are the most stubborn person I know. Thank you.
He seems to want to say something.
The harbor?
Yes.
I do like the world building so far. Like, I still don't know what the heck is going on, but at the same time, it is giving bits and pieces. Like, something about a painter, something about these expeditions. Oh, now we're playing as her. Hi. Where's the harbor? Maybe I shouldn't be playing as her, because I have no... Oh. Okay, that is weird. I thought it would just, like... You know in, like, Lego Star Wars, where you, like, press the switch character button and you, like, turn into, like, a little ghost wisp and you just fly over to the other character and become them? I thought it would do that. I didn't think we'd just teleport into each other's place. But either way, I'm gonna have to... Why can I interact with the trash can? It's just a trash can. Well, thank you. Yeah, Okay. But either way, I like the world building so far. It's... So many flowers left. I guess there are not enough people to wear them anymore. That's sad. So what it... Where's the guy? Oh, there you are. How'd you get over there? So far, what I'm picking up is there's a painter. Or something. He was throwing rocks. And they said something about a painter. And there's expeditions. Seemingly yearly? And it seems that you're at a certain age, you're expected to go on one of these expeditions. Now, the weird thing is, this is Expedition 34, right? And it's the prologue. So I guess it's counting down. Does that mean that there was like a max number of expeditions? Maybe a max number of years before some catastrophe happens, and now they're like sending out groups every year to try and stop that from happening? I have no idea. But that's currently my assumption. There does seem to be a lot going on here with who knows what this stuff is. Anywho, who are you? What's going on over here?
Oh, hi, Sophie.
That's me. Hi.
So Gustav really did come, huh?
Why is your name spelled like that? Okay, that might just be like the spelling of it in a different language, but it makes me think of those people that instead of just like putting a Y, they put like EIGH at the end of their name, and it's like it's just like Y. That's just extra work. It doesn't make it so your kid is like special or stands out. It just makes extra work on documents and paperwork. Just spell their name the easy way. But that might just be a difference in language with this name here. I don't know. But yeah, Gustav, he showed up.
Yeah, he did.
He's somewhere around here. I don't see him behind me.
I knew he would.
Then why do you seem kind of surprised by it?
Has everybody already left?
Yeah. Everybody's heading to the harbor.
That's where I'm going, apparently.
Sophie.
Apparently we have to go by harbor? So are we on like an island or something?
Looks like you still have a lot of flowers left.
Well, there are less and less people to buy them.
Yeah.
I just wish you didn't have to wear one.
Yeah.
Tiffany.
I'm assuming she gonna die.
I should finish cleaning up here and join everyone at the harbor. See you.
Okay.
See you.
Bye. You're not cleaning up, you're just kind of standing there, but okay, bye. Also, why is it only red and white? I mean, I'm sure there's like symbolic reasoning for that, but I'm just saying you might sell more flowers if you have more variety of colors, you know, more different
Can't
types.
imagine what you're going through.
I'm fine. I'm fine. I've lived 33 good years. Look around. We've had our whole lives to prepare. We're all fine. Mostly.
I'm not fine.
You will be.
Now, something interesting about just the... First of all, floating things. I don't know what that's about. But just the architecture alone really indicates that this used to be a highly populated area before it kind of fell into ruins and everyone started leaving. Because you see, I mean, first of all, the buildings are tall with many, many, many rooms, and those all look residential. So obviously, this used to be an incredibly high population center, and now apparently there aren't nearly as many people around. What's going on down here? Can I talk to you? No. Yeah, but you're mining the stuff. The stuff is like, I don't know, it looks like stone, but it also looks like at one point it was viscous and almost alive. So I have no idea what's going on with this stuff. It's kind of disturbing. Maybe it's paint? Weird something about a painter? Maybe this is the work of said painter? We'll see. We'll see. Okay, there's a lot of people down here. Not as many as you'd expect, though, given... Why can't I just interact with space there? Hi.
Sophie,
That's my name, don't wear it out.
your flowers. I didn't know about. I thought you were younger. And yet you didn't have children.
I'm not having this conversation with you again.
Again?
Not today.
Do you care so little about the future of Lumiere? How can you be so selfish?
Well, okay. From what I'm picking up so far, I wouldn't want to have kids in this world either. You know, like, you're bringing more children into dystopia and ruins and people leave, like, being shunted off on expeditions never to return every year or however long it is. I don't know. It does not sound, it doesn't sound pleasant. So I would understand if you don't want to have kids in such an environment.
I'm not selfish enough to bring others into our doomed world.
See, her and I, we're on the same wavelength here.
I know we are not many to think like this now. And it destroyed my relationship with the person I loved the most.
Is that Gustav, or
Now, if you'll excuse
who
me,
might it be?
I'd like to spend this moment with him.
Probably Gustav.
And you should cherish this moment with your daughter.
Probably.
Sorry. See you at the harbour.
Good luck, Mary.
Alright, I like her glasses. Okay. Or why is this something? Like, should I interact with this last? Is that to carry the story on? What is that? Loot. I know loot when I see it. Gimme. Can I jump? I can. Okay. We have a puzzle. I know that she's like leaving for a whole expo. Ooh, and we can climb. Okay. Alright, I'm a natural. Chroma. Alright. I don't know if there's fall damage. I did a roll, which generally is to avoid fall damage, so we'll have to see. Someday we'll find a big cliff, and we'll just jump right off it to see if there's fall damage. Hi. Nice newspapers.
The scintillating Sophie.
I like that word. Partly because it's a cool word, but also because in Asheron's Call, to get shadow armor, you need scintillating gems, and you know, it's just nostalgic to me to hear that word being used.
You're as gorgeous as always.
Oh, I thank you.
Cyril, you flatterer. Need some help with your writing again?
Beautiful and perceptive, per usual. See, I'm preparing the headline for tomorrow, and who could write it better than someone who celebrates her special day today?
I like his glasses. They're kind of like geometric. They're not actually circular.
True. So, what will the article be about?
Actually,
You don't know.
well,
You really are lazy.
Should I just turn on the auto? Let's see what that
tell me
does.
again, Sophie, please. The boss will kill me.
Sure. Let me think of a headline.
Ah. That, I mean, they can't get mad at me, because I'm, like, going off to die or something. So, but I like this one. This one
The
sounds...
pale sun ascends above the crimson blossoms.
A headline about the contrast of beauty and death.
And it just sounded cool.
Paintress each year claiming the
Paintress,
beauty of this
see?
world. Okay, now I'm inspired.
I don't know who it is,
You are a
but...
divine being, Sophie.
Don't forget to credit me.
I
Especially
will
because I'm dying, so, you know.
Thank you for all these times.
It's always been a pleasure, my friend. Take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Once again, I like the green. I wish people would wear green more often, like good green, not like mint green or really bright green, but just green, you know? Also, who the heck is this? Well, I don't know who you are, but also who the heck is this? And why are they not looking at us? Yeah, there's some things that are still very mystifying about the lore for me. Like these guys, I've seen this creature before in some tidbits I've seen about the game, but I have no idea what it is or what that means.
Hey, you.
Hey, you?
You seem like a woman with exquisite taste.
Why, yes, I
I
am.
just finished my sculpture of the legendary Esquier. This may be my life's finest work, yet not a single soul seems to care.
I don't know, that's a
How
nice
could I
sculpture.
make it better?
Ooh, I sculpt something more menacing. Okay, first of all, she already finished the sculpture just by saying, go back and sculpt something else. That'd be rude. I ain't doing that. But what I was going to say would be to add color, because probably not painting it, but I would add flowers to it, even just like temporarily to get some attention to it, because you know you could put like a little flower crown on it, and that would add some color, give some pizzazz, you know. I think some color would help.
Perhaps you could paint it. Add some color.
Paint it? Brilliant.
Apparently it's brilliant.
I knew you were the right person to ask. Thank you for your insight.
You're most welcome.
All
I
right
shall
then,
get to work tomorrow.
good stuff.
See, you're wearing flowers.
I am. I'm gonna
What's
die
your
or
name?
something. Jim or
Sophie.
something. That too.
Sophie. As a thank you, I shall chisel your name onto the statue.
Oh, well, thank you.
You don't have to.
That sounds nice.
But I will.
We're getting memorialized in all kinds of ways, like the day of our departure. It's an interesting mask you got there.
My gestural costume is the best. Hey, madame, do you
It
think
looks
the
exactly like the
statue
other
really
one.
exists?
How is that mask even staying on you? I don't know what the heck it is, to be clear. But of course they do. I don't know what it is, but they exist.
That's what I
I'm
think
telling
too.
you so.
The others laugh, but I know they're real.
How do you even
One
see
day,
through that?
I will meet one.
Will you
Even
now?
if it means joining an expedition. I'll raise a gestural army and we'll crush the paintress. And me and my little brother will live with the gestrals, and they'll be our new family.
Like, do you think it's bugging
Tired
out
of the orphanage.
with how the masks look, or is that literally what
legends
they're
are
supposed to
true.
look like?
They really like to fight.
Because it's just
That's
like
why I'm
a
training
board
every day
floating
by
in front of
beating
their
up my little
face.
brother.
Oh,
That's... yeah. You would make a great gestural.
true.
Thanks.
I don't know what they are, but true. I like the little hair thing, because yeah, look at that. It's not even touching his face. How does that work? They're magic. Well, okay. I just grappled across rooftops with magic and then went down some rope made of light. And I'm sitting here like, ah yes, the mask that is floating slightly in front of their face. That is the first true sign of magic in this world. Yeah, that's maybe not accurate. So I assume I have to go over there actually for whatever it is that I'm supposed to be doing here. So let's look around. Why is there a bathtub? People who are about to gommage leave their furniture so that others may use them. Alright. Sophie and Gustave examine the stuff left
We can use
behind. Apparently we can use that. Oh. Rest is better left for future generations. I mean, you better pick it up before it rains. I mean... Because, yeah, that's... Well, who had the frickin' horse? Okay, those are chain. I thought that was like a giant frickin' sausage link. And I was like, who the heck just left their lifetime supply of sausages here? But who had the frickin' horse? And a giant globe. Ooh, wait, globe. Ocean Pacific. Okay, well, that's America. And then South America is down there. Does that have writing on it? There's the Atlantique. And then we got... Okay. So this is like in our world. Very much so. Can we see behind the globe? Not really. Oh, there's Asia, I think. Things are spelled a little differently, but you can definitely tell what everything is. Yeah. What does that say? Is that just Europe? Yeah. Okay. So we're definitely in the actual, like, real world here. I wonder where on that globe we are. I mean, the game is, French, right? I don't quite know. But does that mean that we're in that same geographic area? Are we in Europe? And who's this painter? Where do they live? Oh. Okay, we can just play a single key at a time on that. Wait, what if I hold it down? Does it actually play something? Nope, it's just one key at a time. I'm sure that could be great if I actually knew how to play the piano. People have gathered here on their way to the harbor, reuniting one last time. Okay, that's all that says. Alright, now I guess we go to out to the harbor. And honestly, I assume this is going to be one of the most CPU intense parts of the game right now, just because there's a lot of people and a lot of things going on. Who the heck are you? You look like... Well, you have flowers, so you're going on the mission, right? But also, you just look very much like one of the governors from Sid Meier's Pirates. You know, I'm expecting to talk to this guy. I'll just be like, Goin, you know.
Oh, Sophie. What a lovely smell.
That's not Gwen but, you know, whatever.
Thank you, Richard.
I could recognize it from miles away.
Miles away, what is he, a bloodhound?
It's good you're here, Sophie. I have a favor to ask of you.
I do like the red coat, though. It's a very fancy coat.
Anything for my beloved sewing teacher?
That's probably why I like the coat, because he's a sewing teacher.
We are of the same cohort. Today is my gommage.
Alright.
And my son and I had a fight last night. He said he wants to join the expedition. He wants to waste the last year of his life. I didn't want that for him. I used to think it was a bad choice. Today, I no longer do. I know I made a mistake. I tried to impose my views on him when he is much braver than I will ever be. So I sewed a special uniform for him. That's my last gift. Could you bring it to him?
Yeah, why can't you? Because, I mean, okay, we're leaving at the same time, right? This is the goulash of both of us. But it might be more meaningful if you actually bring it to him yourself and say bye.
Of course. I'll bring it to Jules.
He won't join the gommage ceremony, but he will be at the Expedition Festival tonight for sure.
Ah,
Oh, but you,
Don't
but
worry.
me.
I'll ask Gustav.
Gustav, are you back together?
For this moment. Maybe.
That's kind of sad.
I'm glad. He's a good person.
Yes. He is.
Thanks to both of you. And see you.
See you.
Alright, bye. So I assume that he's not attending here, so I don't have to try to find him. But he'll be here eventually. Hi, who are you?
Why does Manon keep saying, death comes to us all?
I mean, it's true.
You haven't heard that before?
No.
unofficial expedition motto. You never heard Lucien say it either? It's one of his favorites.
I think he prefers, we're already dead, you're just catching up.
That's also a good one.
Yeah, I heard that one recently.
I don't know. Kinda nice in a way. Having a deadline forces you to prioritize. It's a bit freeing as we get closer to the end.
I could see
You can
that.
really find the silver lining in everything, can't you?
No, it's just things don't always work out the way we want. No use getting upset, you know? Use what we can, leave what we can't.
Indeed. All right. So we seem to switch to the appropriate character when we talk to people automatically. So that's interesting.
Is something wrong?
The expeditions. What a joke. ... All they do is leave us here to die. They're just escaping.
Are you sure about that?
You know their goal is to save us all, right?
So we're not sending them to their deaths. They're escaping to somewhere, or at least that's her opinion on it.
Yes, that's what my father told me last year, before he left for Expedition 34.
Ah.
And here we are again this year. We could have spent one more year together instead of wasting it away.
Your father fought to offer you a better future.
I have no future. I know it, and I've accepted it. We're doomed.
I mean, okay, but you can't really just say that and completely give up on possibly saving whatever society you have here. I mean, if you care about the society at all, you kind of need to go and do what you got to do.
You never know. This expedition might be different.
I wonder if she's going to tell us how many expeditions there have been.
There are some special people in this one.
Yeah, right.
Gustav, why don't you show her some of your fighting skills to prove her wrong?
I just beat up a woman earlier. I'll do it again. Wait, I'm actually going to do it again? Oh, no. Is this part-timed? I don't think it is. Oh, and I'm not fighting her. I'm just fighting a balloon. Okay. How does that... What if I flee? What if I run away from the fight? Just, oh, the balloon. My one weakness. Run. All right. But we have... I think this is our ability points. So, yeah, and I think that's down there too. So we have a good number of those already. But let's just attack. All right. Destroy the punching ball in one hit to impress her. Okay. How do I do that? Do I have like a certain limit here? Well, let's see here. Let's get some more charge. That's a lot of health. I should be taking this time to figure out what the timing on this is. Well, we're almost there. I think if we... Let's see. Is that the cost? That might be the cost. Let's attack. Let's attack again. That'll get us the overcharge. Okay. Skills. Overcharge. This thing.
For those who come after.
Alright then. That is a lot of damage.
That's...
No damage bonus.
This guy is strong.
I kind of fumbled my way through it.
They all
I don't even
did
know
their
the timing.
fighting skills very hard to save us all. And so did your father.
Then, Madame, why didn't you join?
Me? I'm content with my life. I know what I can and cannot change. Or maybe because I was afraid.
Do you think I should join the expedition?
I don't know. Can you fight things?
My friend Ciel always says, do your best. Either it works or it doesn't. Live your life as you want.
Hi, unknown man. How's it going?
I I don't want to have regrets. I don't have that much time.
I feel that.
When the time comes, you'll make the right decision. I'm sure.
Thank you. Now I think I know. Give this to your boyfriend. My father gave it to me, but it might be more useful for him.
All right then. We got a lot of those color things. I don't know what those do exactly for us. So now do we go up to the front probably? I think this is probably the last thing. Playing V Rising, that's good. Trying to recruit for future expeditions. Ah, I see, I see. Number of people volunteering is going down every year. I wonder why. Okay, there's more over here, so we're not done yet. E. The flower market. People are buying flowers for their loved ones before they gommage. Alright. I can talk to you.
Hi, Gustav. You're back. Oh, did you want to pick out a different flower?
No.
No, the one you suggested earlier was perfect.
Oh, I'm glad. These garlands are our last farewell. I want them all to feel special. I have a garland saved for you too. But it's not a farewell garland. It will be a welcome home garland.
It comes together every time. I mean, I'm liking the world building so far. It is kind of dancing around the exact details. I feel like, and I mean that's what good world building does, is it gives you hints that are kind of all out of position over time, and then it kind of eventually all lines up, and all the little hints and ideas that they've been putting in your head eventually kind of line up and you see the big picture. But as of now, I'm like, okay, there's expeditions. I don't know how long the expeditions have been going on for. I don't know what the point of them is. There's some kind of paintress that I guess is maybe a villain or something. The place is in ruins. There's less and less people going on expeditions. There's something about an age requirement on it. I don't know. There's a whole lot going on, and it has not yet come into like a fully formed idea just yet. But we'll get there.
Good luck, my friend.
Okay.
Thanks, Ophelia.
So are we going? I don't think we're going on the expedition, isn't it? Isn't it this person that's going on the expedition right now? Because we don't have a garland. But I don't know. Got all of the important points so far. Well, that's good. I also got the loot. I did some parkour.
Luna's playing.
Oh,
You two would make a cute couple.
If you say so.
I do know about her.
Something already happened, huh?
She's one of the main characters, right? I know very little about the game. Hi. But I know like the basic main characters and names and stuff.
Out there.
Maxine, you're drunk.
None of you ever come back. You go and you take our resources and you waste it all on a fucked up hero adrenaline fantasy. And still, she kills us.
You should go home. Where's your daughter?
Where do you think? Mourning her mother on the anniversary of her death. Of all their deaths.
Then maybe you should be with her.
True.
I can't look at her. She's just another reminder that nothing we do matters. Nothing. We hope and we persevere, and still they die. They all die and we can't stop it. We can't save them. We bring another generation into this world just so they can watch us die before they're even old enough to understand why.
That's why we're going. We can save them. With our Lumina tech. The Paintress.
The Paintress? What? What's a scrawny shit like you gonna do to the Paintress, eh? We're already dead. You're just catching up.
Maxime.
Forget it. Bon voyage.
True. Alright then. I mean, I could definitely see his point of view in this whole thing. Those are nice boats. More garbage. Perfectly normal trash can. Are you sure about that? That looks a little shiny. It is indeed a perfectly normal trash can. It's a shiny trash can. Nothing special to see here. Just it's shiny, and you're very much being suspicious.
Hey, you.
Trash can man.
Quite a while now.
Yeah, yeah.
Can you leave? I don't want to draw attention to myself.
Who are you
I'm
exactly?
33 today. Can you believe my luck?
Ah.
Why would my parents choose the worst time? But I have a strategy. If I hide myself here, the paintress won't think of gommaging me.
Okay, so the paintress is the one that gommages. Apparently. I don't know what a gommage is, but still. But we'll get to that. I'm sure that'll happen soon.
I've been hiding for 6 months now.
Wow.
So leave and don't tell anyone I'm here. Ow! What's that? It's hurting my arse. Maybe you can use it.
Sure, okay. Wow. Trash can man's, he has loot, I guess. Alright, person. This is pointed out to us. Apparently we can't interact with anything here. But, she's playing music. It's very nice. Yeah, none of this is interactable. Oh, another trash can. Oh boy. Normal trash can. Alright. Well, this one's not shiny, so I'm not gonna keep looking at that.
Please.
What's going on? Why are you just having a mental breakdown at the top of the stairs? It's kind of a dangerous place to have a mental breakdown. I prefer to have mine at the bottom of the stairs. Alright, got more chroma. Very nice. Well, not much else to do but go down the center way, I suppose. I'm trying to be thorough and see everything. Not that I'm actually going to see everything, but, you know.
Sometimes I feel sorry for her.
Who? The paintress?
Look at her. She looks sad.
Look at her wear.
Maybe she's a prisoner too. Stuck in the same cycle with us. Silly, huh?
Only you could choose empathy at a moment like this.
It's one of the few choices I can make.
I couldn't do it.
It's okay. You don't have to.
So there's something going on over there, but where is she seeing the paintress? Is that them? Is that? I don't know. This place looks a little messed up though. But there's explosions over here, and I like explosions, so. Hey, they're like all copies of you, except without the hat. And they're exploding, so. Alright then. Oh, I can talk to you.
You have to be crazy to use pictos on your own body.
I don't know what that means.
Why? Aren't you enjoying the show?
Nah, the show's great, but etching chroma onto your skin, oh, that's brutal. And just for a dance.
I don't know. Sounds like it could be fun.
I'll stick to painting pictos on my machines. I'm not cuckoo enough to put them on my body.
Okay, so chroma seems to be some kind of magic or magic material, element, currency. I don't know. But pictos would be very similar to, you know, like a pictogram, a picture, something visual. And so I assume pictos is some part of the magic system, kind of like runes, and thus you'd be able to, maybe he was saying like putting them into your skin. I guess you can kind of imbue yourself with a form of magic if you use the chroma to, which chroma in and of itself is like, you know, like a chroma key. It's like color. So it's all very paint and picture and like painting style things so far. So that's pretty interesting.
Could be useful though. The expeditions rely on them quite heavily.
Yeah, they're crazy too. But at least you can remove pictos pretty easily if you change your mind.
Oh, that's good to know. Lumina is like a resource kind of like mana. Can also be a material. Interesting. Oh, hey, I think it's the person that we talked to earlier. I still don't know how to pronounce her name. I hope they say it at some point.
Hi, Sophie.
Oh, Mael. I
Mael.
didn't expect to see you here.
Because, yeah, I don't think they said the name earlier, and I didn't know how to pronounce it. Mael. That's good to know.
I'm volunteering to help guide children who are losing their parents to the orphanage. Those who weren't registered for foster families.
Well, that's sad.
How kind of you.
I guess I can relate.
Take care during the expedition. Gustav told me a lot of wonderful things about you.
About you too. I always told him you two should never have broken up.
Look at these orphans. That's where we disagreed. But I
yeah.
hope that you and Gustav will change things, so no one has to go through this impossible choice again.
Yeah. Let's hope we will.
See you.
In the next life.
Okay, that's sad. So it's odd that it seems like both... I don't know, it seemed at first like Sophie herself was going on the expedition. But at the same time, it seems like Gustav and What's-Her-Face and the other people that I've seen on the in like screenshots of the game, it seems like they're the ones that are going on the expedition as well. I don't know. We're gonna have to figure that out, I suppose.
Mate, I wish I was going with ya. If we could just send a bigger force, get all of Lumiere to just throw everything we got at the bloody paintress. But my brother would kill me. His number's up soon and I'm guardian for his kid.
Uncle Victor. Suits you.
So if he's not going on the expedition, nothing makes sense until you see the Gommage. Okay, yeah, because I'm still like confused because there's the Gommage and I had assumed the Gommage was the like, I don't know, like the celebration before the expedition or like the sending away ceremony or something, because people were talking about the expedition and then they were talking about the Gommage. It would probably help if I knew what Gommage meant, if that's actually like a word that means something. I don't know. But certainly we will see very soon here, I'm sure.
But Mael, quite the ballsy one, eh? No looking back for her. Bet she can't wait to get out of here.
It's very see, don't tell. Yeah, I can imagine.
Not much hesitation on her part.
Nah, hesitation was never her style.
All right, then. We'll see you later, I guess. Anything else down here? Loot. Give me the loot. I like how fast we are. We're absolutely freaking speedy. Which will probably make a lot more sense once we're, you know, outside of the enclosed town crowded area. People on the docks are the ones who won't Gommage. They're here to show their solidarity for those wearing flowers. Okay. But yeah, I don't know. We'll just have to figure this out as we go along. You look talkable. I guess not.
I've always loved the harbor.
It is nice. The Paintress will awaken soon. The Gommage will start. Okay, the other option is possibly that the Paintress does this whole awakening thing, and then the Gommage is something to, like, put her back to sleep or make her dormant again, and the expeditions are kind of like trying to go and stop the cycle. So the Gommage perpetuates the cycle by keeping people safe, possibly through some kind of sacrifice, and the expeditions, I guess, might be something that are like the opposite, where they're sending people out to try to stop the cycle. But I don't know. We'll see. People seem to not like the Paintress, and apparently she is directly responsible for people disappearing or dying. So that's great. You want to head to the harbor? Well, I've done everything else, so Sure, why not? Sophie and Gustav move towards the harbor. That's what I told them to do.
I see you're apprentices.
Oh.
Gustav!
The numbers related to civilians' ages. Yeah, I
Sophie
picked up
asked us
that.
to bring you your coat.
We sewed up the sleeves so you don't have to keep rolling it up.
You guys know how to sew?
Sophie helped us. Turns out it's not that hard. You really should have done this ages ago.
You did this?
Gentlemen, that was supposed to be between us, yeah? I wanted to do something for you.
Soph. Thanks, guys. This is great. Thank you.
See you at the festival?
Don't leave without saying goodbye.
Yeah, of course not. What? I know that face.
You mean a lot to them. I can tell.
Yeah, they mean a lot to me too. Legacy can take many forms, right?
Yeah.
You told me that.
Right.
Why?
I wanted to see you wearing it.
Oh, you like uniforms now?
Well, who doesn't?
This too is your legacy.
In a way. It's yours too.
$34. I'm still kind of trying to figure out why what the number relates to. I mean, I know it probably relates to the age, but at the same time, like, why is it 34 when in a lot of stuff I've seen it says 33? And his thing says 33. So I have no idea. Oh. Things got a little bit more tense and laggy. It's probably not a good sign. I love the music though. Very nice music. I assume this is the Gommage. Or maybe we're just looking very somberly across the water for no reason, with all the rest of the people that are supposed to be at the Gommage. Is that the paintress? Ah. $34. Now changing. $33. All right then. So I guess that's how she was saying that she could see the paintress, is that the big 30-something was kind of part of that. And I guess that's why he can be standing there. Because I was gonna say, if something's gonna happen, it might, you know, affect him as well, but I guess it's very specifically targeting those people. That was a big portion of the population, too. That was like...
I'm here.
Also, why does she take, like, the last to go?
I know. I know.
Very interesting predicament. Everyone that was 34 dies. Okay. So if we were 33 right now, and then by the time it happens again, we are now 34, and the thing there says 33. Does that mean that we're fine? Because we have then out-aged the thing? I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out exactly, like, what the logic of it is. And does it go down every single year? So, like, it'll just go all the way down, and then eventually it'll just be, like, 3-year-olds and 2-year-olds and 1-year-olds, and then it'll be done? Or I don't know. We'll see. So I guess the Gamage happens, and then the expedition
from us, you know.
happens in response, kind of.
Best done with friends.
Lucien,
What? It is. Grieving alone's the worst.
That's pretty true.
where's mine?
Santé, les amis.
Santé.
Yeah, no, could use a drink.
He's going through it.
5 tables this year. You see that? Told you we'd beat the 34s. Even my Elle showed up, and she hates these things. Wanna go take a look?
I don't... maybe later. I'll catch up. I'm okay. I'm okay. You go.
Yeah. Time for a refill anyway.
There's an excess of wine, again. Thank you, sister, for her generosity.
Oh, and try to enjoy yourself. Don't drink alone, you weirdo.
Yeah, right. Enjoy myself.
I wonder what number the paintress started at. Was it like many, many years ago that she started at like 80 and then just started counting downwards? 100? Ah, so this has already been happening like almost 70 years. That's the long, long history of this happening, and I can
It's
see
a
why the
mystery
whole
on my
system.
and my apprentices.
Apprentices. Interesting.
Hey, Gustav. Check out the new pictos I made.
Alright, is that
It's
what
a bit
that's...
rough. You sure it works?
I've been working on
Oof.
this for months. It's my personal masterpiece.
Oh no, it looks a bit rough. Classic Tom. Always messing things
Your
up.
personal masterpiece seems a little unorthodox.
It's dead useful, trust me. Come on, give it a whirl.
Sure, why not?
Okay.
Great. I'll trade it for 1 token.
Current number of tokens 1. Do I need that token for other things? I'm trying to think of if I can like come back to this later if each person has something, and but then at the same time he didn't give me any details as to what it is, so I wouldn't even be able to make an informed decision even if I talked to everyone. And I don't know, he said it was useful. So I'm very indecisive about it, but I'm too curious about this. He says it's useful. I'll get it.
Here, your token.
I don't even know if I need that token for something else,
You
but
won't regret it. Probably.
that's the kind of confidence that I pay for here. Weird pictos. Interesting.
These all yours?
You gonna lecture me on drinking?
I wouldn't dare. Just calculating how much it'll hurt to catch up.
You can start now. Here, let's have a toast to Sophie, who was always unapologetically Sophie, my fierce and loving friend.
To Soph. Seriously though, this is gonna hurt tomorrow.
Tomorrow comes, but it ain't here yet. I'm not crossing the sea sober.
Sober's better than deathly hungover.
Also, I was gonna say, you probably should try to cross the ocean sober because, you know, seasickness. I don't think being drunk helps with seasickness, though. I don't know, it might.
No, not for that.
Ah.
Go have some drinks.
But, additionally, the guy in the trash can, I wonder if he actually successfully hid. Hi, I like your glasses.
Hey, Amandine. Having fun?
Oh, hey, handsome. Perfect timing. I'm styling everyone before we ship out. Gotta look sharp when we hit the paintress, eh?
Certainly important. Can you style me up too?
On it. Just bring me a token first.
So we need more tokens. Where do we get those in the game?
Hello there, Gustav. Perhaps one of these artifacts may prove useful to your mission.
Colette, you've been holding out on us. What are these?
Relics from before the fracture, passed down through the generations. The council deemed them trinkets, but I think otherwise.
That's kind of you to share.
I may not be able to join the expedition, but I'd still like to help. 1 token is all I ask.
Ah, I should have known.
Alright, so I could have either gotten a makeover, a trinket, or whatever that thing was. I kind of feel like the whatever that thing was seems the most useful.
Gustav,
Maybe. We'll see.
He's the man I wanted to see.
Hi, Lex Luthor.
You want a rematch, don't you?
Well, it's my last chance, isn't it?
I don't know, he just gives off that vibe. I don't know why.
After tomorrow, you'll be the undisputed expert on expedition history.
That's tomorrow. What about today?
I mean, sure?
Who am I to deny you? Fire away.
I mean, I know nothing about the lore of expedition history, so...
How many years ago was the fracture?
You're kidding. This is your question.
Yes. When did our world break apart and our luminous city get thrown into the middle of the ocean? When was the fracture?
Okay. Well, logically, it would be 67 years ago. I think.
67 years ago.
Brilliant. I concede. You are the undisputed
Wow.
expert on Lumieran history.
He really didn't try that
What are
hard.
you talking about? Every child knows this. The monolith's essentially a reverse calendar, counting down since the fracture happened in year 100.
All right, fine. Another one then. Which was the first expedition to depart for the continent?
Okay. First of all, it wouldn't be Expedition 100 because I'm pretty sure they wouldn't have sent one on the first year. It might be Expedition 99 because I could see the second year that it happens, they're like, okay, maybe we'll send an expedition. But it would make sense also that they would start at 0 because they may have not even sent an expedition the next year. It might have been many years and then they like started counting up, maybe. I don't know. If you remember correctly, 0. Okay. I was between 99 and 0, but I was leaning towards 0. So we're gonna say 0 and
Expedition
hope
0.
for the best. We'll see.
Correct. That still annoys me. They left in year 100. They should be called Expedition 100. Makes no sense. Lumiere will be long gone before the monolith hits 0. All right, last one. Get it right, and maybe I'll give you a token.
All right.
What is Illumina?
Your mom. A unique brand of perfume. It's one of these two. I don't think it's the brand of perfume. Although maybe it is. Maybe they did name a brand of perfume after that. I'm not sure. But I mean, you could probably count it as a weapon. But I think this is more precise. I have no idea. Because, yeah, Lumina... Are you saying Lumina was the thing that was like mana? So yeah, mana I guess I wouldn't consider a weapon. But... I'll go with the top one because it's more specific.
Abilities you internalize by using a Pictos in battle after enough times.
Some weapons are Lumina converters. Yeah, that sounds right.
Well done.
All right.
I mean, I created the Lumina converter, so...
I hereby officially end our feud. With your departure, Lumiere loses a brilliant light. And a good friend.
You big softy.
All right, here's a token. Go and spend it on something.
All right. Yeah, who are you two?
Glass of wine? Or a hug?
Are these the two from earlier? I think they are.
Keep your sweat to yourself.
Bring Gustav a glass of wine.
Who exactly are you talking to? They cut servers from the budget years ago.
Ah, the ultimate indignity. A farewell party where we serve ourselves. There's a metaphor in there somewhere.
I'm betting you've got another bottle stashed in your coat somewhere. You gonna share?
You wound me. But yes, in fact, I do have a bottle. Always be prepared.
How do I wound him if it's true?
Or was it always bring backup? Same difference.
Right.
And I am prepared. Prepared to live. And prepared to die.
You see, he's playing both sides, so whatever happens, he's always on top.
You're such an idiot.
Hey. We've got your Lumina converter, yeah? I believe. I'm ready for my Lumina.
Yeah, well, we've only tested it here. Who knows what we'll meet on the main continent? We'll need more field testing once we land.
Don't worry, buddy. I've got you covered.
Great. Thanks, buddy.
All right. What about you? You got something to say?
Hey, yourself. You okay? Want to talk about it?
Yeah,
I don't think he's okay.
Actually, no.
That's okay.
What about you? You say goodbye to Derek?
Oh, That was over ages ago.
Oh, sorry.
Eh,
I really thought you guys would work out.
it's for the best. I need full focus on the expedition and our team. We're all we have.
Yeah. We're all we have.
All right then. Lots of people to talk to. It seems like one of those games that really starts off very methodically with a lot to interact with at the start to kind of get your bearings in the world.
Let's play some cards.
Cards. I'm usually horrible at cards.
No way. Everyone knows you cheat.
Ah, it's just what sore losers say. Come now. You're going to be a little cautious mouse with the paintress too.
Cautious is good. Keeps you alive.
True.
We're expeditioners. Stay smart, yes, but be bold, huh? You can't win if you don't play.
Money's no good out there anyway. Why are you trying to fleece me?
'Cause winning's fun.
Fair. All right. Well, I'm bad at cards usually, so I'm not gonna risk it.
Commander?
Commander, you say?
Gustav, saw you with Sophie. You talked?
Yeah, well, you know, until she did the whole "I'm not feeling so good, Mr. Stark" thing and poofed away.
Yeah, yeah. Where's your daughter?
Leona's upset. Doesn't want to see me.
Shit.
It's okay. She doesn't need to understand, as long as she gets to live.
Yeah.
Fair.
I'm counting on you.
No pressure, huh?
Oh no. Lots of pressure. You and Lune and your Lumina tech, that's our edge.
Thanks, but that's not. Everyone has a role. Lucien, Tristan, Catherine, and you. You made us into a... We have a really good team, thanks to you. That's our edge.
Tomorrow comes, my friend.
Doesn't it always?
Usually. At least 50% of the time.
I think there's other survivors out there.
I would assume. I mean, if you're sending out expeditions, then yeah, there's gonna be other expeditioners out there that just survived, probably.
Doubtful. We would have seen signs.
Well, if they just can't make their way back.
Impossible.
Yeah, they probably just like set up a camp somewhere and just can't really go anywhere.
Maybe if they have shield domes. But they would have been overrun by Nevrons before they could build any.
Nevrons, we've heard that word before. I don't know what it means, but
we were lucky
we'll see.
Dropped us out here. Bought us time to get our defenses up.
I don't know. People are resourceful, and Nevrons can't be everywhere. I'm betting on human ingenuity.
I like that.
All right, more people to talk to.
I wasn't sure if I should.
You've been avoiding us. You didn't have to.
I heard Seba filled my spot after I left.
Yeah.
Do you think I'm a coward for staying?
Do you?
Not anymore. Not all of us can change the world. Some of us can only change ourselves.
I mean, I think everyone can only change themselves, and if that incidentally changes the world, then sure.
Meaning what? Make yourself accept the unacceptable? Make believe that happiness is... this?
More like... rediscover. Happiness. One Gomarsh left. Maybe contentment is the highest form of happiness.
I would agree.
It makes me sad to hear you talk like this. The Paintress stole so many things, including your capacity to dream.
No, you misunderstand. My mind is where I can be free. She can't touch me there. This is my final act of defiance. Just like the expedition is yours.
If you say so.
All right. Talk to them. Go hi.
I can't believe you're working right now.
Tristan dragged me here.
Is that the final spot? It's amazing you triangulated Expedition Zero's landing site.
Theoretically. Extrapolated from the archives, but... that was 67 years ago. So much of the landscape has changed.
I trust your calculations.
Thanks.
It's a good strategy, retracing their steps. They're the only expedition with any survivors, and they made it to the monolith, so...
So, the first expedition they sent out, on the first year, was the only expedition that ever had survivors. And made it the furthest, as far as we know. That's weird to me. That's very weird, because either they had access to some technology or abilities that we lost shortly thereafter, which to some degree it makes sense because the first expedition would be the best of the best from the entire population, and as the population decreases, the pool of talented people would then diminish with it. And so the first expedition you would think would have some of the best people alive that are being sent out on it. But at the same time, it's really weird because they didn't know where they were going, what they were getting into. They probably had worse technology. I don't think they had the converters and everything that this guy made, unless he rediscovered them. I don't know. But it seems like, I don't know, it seems weird that they're the one that had survivors and all the rest didn't. It almost says to me like the stuff out there is getting more dangerous as time goes on. Like maybe the first expedition went fine because it, I don't know, because it was like early enough that the place wasn't fully populated with enemies. I don't know. They have a theme. Interesting. This group is kind of Lumina experts. Interesting. That, we'll see.
Assuming the records are correct, my calculations are correct, that they left clear markers, that road conditions haven't changed, that...
You need a drink.
Go away, Gustav.
Also, she seems a lot more somber than I thought she would be from, like, the pictures. I mean, I guess she has, like, hair over one eye, but even so, she seems very, like... I don't know, just the way she talks is very, like, deeper, more somber than I had expected. But, you know, that's not a bad thing.
I just finished calibrating the Lumina converter. We can launch test runs as soon as we land.
That's probably good.
Perfect. Hey, does Lune seem preoccupied to you? She's been distant lately.
I don't know.
It's Lune.
Yeah.
This feels different.
I haven't noticed anything, but you know her better. Have you talked to her?
Nah, she doesn't like people prying. I've known her since we were 6. She hates personal questions.
Ah, right. You were both apprenticed to her parents.
Yeah. Let's just say they ran a tight ship.
I can imagine.
Alright, then. Anyone else to talk to? Okay, there seems to be 2 more people to talk to, and then we can go down the dock, maybe?
Ready for tomorrow?
Yeah. Been ready. And what about you? Heard you were elected Commander 32. Congrats.
I've already claimed Alan's office. It's got a nicer view than mine.
I like his name. I don't know how you would pronounce it, because it's not exactly Bastion. But it might be pronounced the same. I don't know. Unless it is how you spell Bastion, and I'm just misremembering the spelling of it. But I don't know. I like the name, though. It's good.
A view of the Paintress. You're sicker than I thought.
She won't be there for long.
If we fail, though.
When one falls, we continue. We'll pick up and we'll push on. But I know we will meet again.
Alright, then. And who are you people?
Gustav, we got something for you.
Sebastian, maybe? Maybe. That sounds rather plausible. A book. Alright.
For your field notes, so when you come back, you can tell us everything.
Also, I like how they have a little Eiffel Tower and it's like leaning off to one side. I don't know how that would have happened, but it's cool looking.
They'll definitely want that for the museum. The complete record of the expedition that destroyed the Paintress.
That's true. I mean, honestly, they probably should keep a journal of each expedition just in case it's the expedition that wins, or at the very least in case somebody gets back, or possibly if someone finds the journal out there, they may be able to like start compiling more and more information about what's out there and be able to make the next group more prepared, because yeah, I'm sure some amount of writing and journaling would actually survive between expeditions.
Oh, and if you find journals from the other expeditions,
See?
make sure you save them for us.
Just like that. You gotta keep a good record of things.
I shall faithfully record all our adventures, every strange and wondrous thing.
And Nevrons.
And Everons. Apparently. I don't know what those are still.
solemnly promise to take care of the shield dome while I'm gone. I'm entrusting you with the safety of Luminaire.
Alright, so apparently this entire area is shielded somehow.
I promise.
Promise.
Andrea,
I'll use everything you taught us, Monsieur G.
I should check on Maya. She's probably alone, as usual.
Yeah, I mean, she was kind of off alone, so she was the last one that I decided to go talk to. Have I talked to you? I don't think I talked to you. I talked to everyone else around here.
Wow, so many expeditioners. So cool.
Well, thank you, I guess. Oh, you have the thing. Well, what's it?
That's... He made that overnight?
It was his job.
Dad. Damn. Now I feel stupid for fighting with him.
Kind of like artistic robots that are given life through Lumina. Okay. Well, we'll see what those are like, I guess.
You take it.
What?
I'm not sure I'll ever use it. Maybe I'll go blind like my father, or maybe another expedition will succeed. I want to support the expedition now. Take it. It may be useful to you. It's okay. I don't need the uniform to know my dad's with me.
Thanks.
All right. Well, a free outfit for me. I do like the ocean. Very scenic out here. Although it really doesn't translate into a game. I don't know, there's something about being like at the edge of a dock next to the ocean. I think it's like a combination of the feeling and the smell of it that makes it very familiar. But just seeing and hearing it doesn't really give the same feeling.
I knew I'd find you. Having second thoughts about the expedition?
Please. More ready to go than you are.
Yeah, I know. Look, I know we've been over this, but as your guardian, I need to say this one more time. The rest of us only have a year left, but you've got 9 good years before your gommage. You don't need to leave yet. It's a lot to risk.
1 year out there is better than 9 years in here.
I know you think that, but it's...
If anyone should stay, it's you. You have friends and family who want you here.
So, do we know if they get gommaged if they're outside of this area? Because, like, if they're getting gommaged next year, what if the expedition takes a year and then they're out there and they're trying to do the thing and then they just disappear? Like, maybe they should send people with a bit more time left, maybe 2 or 3 years, just because that, I don't know, it seems like it would make a bit of sense, but I don't know.
So do you.
No, I don't.
Emma thinks of you as family.
Lumia is not my home. Not the way it is for you. Besides, this way I can keep an eye on you for Emma.
Right. Because she needs eyes everywhere.
Shush. You're lucky you have a sister who cares.
I was gonna say, who's Emma, but I guess we've learned.
Doubly lucky, since now I have 2.
Alright, enough chit-chat. Come on, old man, let's have a duel.
Again?
Old man?
You're pretty much the oldest man in Louvier now, no? Come on. This time, I'm not messing around.
Alright, sure, I need to figure out how combat works a bit better anyway. Alright. So... I guess... So what's with the aim? Does that do, like, more? than just a regular attack. Okay.
No shame
So you need
losing
to
a
be...
superior fighter.
That attack has a lot of build up to it, but even learning her attacks probably wouldn't be too advantageous for us. Okay, I see now. Yeah, that is a very specific timing to it.
Works better than your dueling.
Basic attack makes AP, use AP for spell. Yeah. Okay, so the aim uses AP, but I assume it's slightly stronger. Yeah, those attacks have a lot of build up to them. They're hard to tell when they're gonna happen. Okay, and that does seem to take more of our stuff to do, so we need to attack first. I'm always a little early on that. Aim can hit weak points? Okay. That's important to know, I suppose.
For those who come up.
Yeah, it's not enough to win. Yeah, that has such a very tight timing on it. I don't know what the timing for those are. I'm assuming it has something to do with the sound, because you can hear the attack charging up before she does it, but just watching the blade doesn't really work because it's just a bit too fast to just kind of do that reflexively, at least so far. I wish we could do that a few more times to see if I can start getting the timing down. Because yeah, it looks like this combat system is going to be one that I'm going to need to get accustomed to.
Ah, Emma's here. Your sister's going to be looking for you.
Our beloved chief counsel. Yeah, I should go talk to her.
Don't get too drunk tonight, okay?
My darling sister has arrived. She'll kill me if I don't say goodbye.
Alright. They slow their hit to bait out a parry and punish. Yeah, that's gonna be difficult to deal with.
The chief counselor honors us with her presence. What? Still mad I'm going?
This is the definition of a fool's quest. My brother's not usually a fool.
I've heard you say otherwise.
You and I both know the political complexities that necessitate the expedition. It's vital for morale, but it's a bloodless guillotine is what it is.
You should put that in your speech. Very motivating. They might just find a guillotine for you too.
There are so many things you can contribute to here in Lumiere that'll have a real impact.
Em, you're doing great work, really. Getting things ready for the last generation. You've got it well in hand here. Let me do my part, out there, and win us a chance to live.
We're never going to see each other again.
You're so busy anyway. I barely see you.
Oof.
Just take care of Mael, okay? Can't believe you're letting her go with you.
Me? You're her guardian too. You stop her.
We're her guardians, not her jailers. She really wants off this island.
Don't you have a speech to give?
You mean the one you so kindly wrote for me?
Just suggestions. I thought it might help you understand.
I do. Understand? I just... Anyway. Yeah, time for my speech.
Alright, I mean, we kind of did everything as far as I could tell, so might as well. And a lot of intro, almost 2 hours of intro so far. Which, you know, I like intro in games.
Expeditioners. The Sword of Lumiere. We honor your dedication. We do not take for granted
that you dedicate your final year of life to keeping hope alive for all of Lumiere. Some of you are leaving to change the world. Others to discover the secrets of our universe. Some to protect loved ones. Others to find meaning in our all too short lives. As you sail into the unknown, know that Lumiere stands with you. When you battle the Paintress, know that Lumiere fights with you. Let the stones of her monolith crumble. Let her body lie at the end of the world. Unable to paint another death, let the stars no longer be hidden by her oppressive silhouette. Let the world once again watch the sun rise without the shadow of her cursed figure. May the wind of renewal take you to the ends of the earth.
It's a nice boat.
Tomorrow comes. Thanks to you. Expedition 33.
It's the title of the game. You know, the game, so far, at least what I know of the lore, seems to give some kind of, like Attack on Titan vibes, you know? You're in like a safe, walled-off area, and you got the expeditioners, the ones that go beyond the walls, and most of them die, and so the people kind of have a mixed reaction of like, some feel hope about the expeditions, and the other ones are just kind of like, why are we throwing our resources and people out there to just be killed for no reason, you know? It seems to be a very similar sentiment to, you know, that whole thing in Attack on Titan. But yeah, very good opening, I would say. And now we're just, I guess, waiting for it to load again? I don't know. It seemed like that was the one loading screen for like that entire sequence, you know, all the cinematics, all the areas. It seemed to kind of preload everything to a degree. So maybe maybe that's just how the game goes, is it kind of bunches together all the loading screens into one big loading screen every so often. I don't know. But here we are again at a loading screen, and this one's not even moving. So I don't know if it's actually loading or if it's just broken. But we're gonna, once again, give it some time until it, you know, figures itself out. Because we shall see. But yeah, so far, I've gotten a lot of good hints as to what is going on exactly, and I am very curious as to, I don't know, to go out there and see what was, like, what happened to the rest of the expeditions. Because if we've been having expeditions for like 60-something years, that's a, oh, the game crashed. Of course it did. That's probably why the loading screen was not moving. Let's boot the game up again, see if it works this time. But yes, so it'll be interesting to see what happened to the other 60-something expeditions out there, and if there's actually like hints of them and traces left, or if they just kind of landed and then got obliterated instantly. I don't know. I would have to assume if the first one got real far, then the rest had to have made it at least some portion as far as they did. But we'll see, I guess, if the game can actually load the next portion, or if it's like forever going to crash at that load screen. I don't know. It does kind of happen sometimes where just cinematics going into loading screens sometimes breaks games, but I don't know. We'll see. But I was being careful not to like click on the screen when I saw it was a little frozen, because usually if you click on a frozen screen, it'll kind of just break it further. All right, we're back. Continue. Let's see where it saved. Hopefully it saved right there at the end of the cinematic and it'll just take us to the next area right now. I assume it would before any like big scene transition and big loading screen, it would just save it, but who knows? Some games have really bad autosave systems. I don't know how good this one's is, but considering that it already crashed once, I sure hope that it has a good autosave system. And I'm hearing things, but not seeing anything yet, so we'll give it a minute. See if it, there we go. Ah. Did it just save right after we talked, or had our fight? Now we're going to talk to the sister? It looks like it. Well, that's, not good, because that means that we're...
honors us with what?
That means that we're behind the cinematic, which means that there's a chance it's just gonna crash at the cinematic again. But I'll skip the cinematic this time, and we'll see if that makes it better. Because yeah, it would suck to get soft locked at this point because the game just doesn't load. Can I skip cinematics? I don't think I can, actually. None of the buttons are doing anything, so I guess we're just watching the cinematic again.
Expeditioners.
But I guess this just gives me more time to talk about the game.
We honor your dedication.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I already basically said everything
we do not
about
take
it.
For granted.
Because I already had plenty of time during the earlier
to keeping hope alive.
I don't know, even the salute is kind of similar to Attack on Titan. Not saying that it's, you know, derivative of it, but I'm just seeing a lot of
to protect loved ones.
a lot of similarities in there.
Others to find meaning in our
you had it on Xbox? Yeah, I of course have it on PC,
As you
but
sail into the unknown, know that Lumiere stands
yeah, I don't know if it's the game itself that has
when you battle
stability
the
issues or if it is
Know
my
that
computer
Lumiere
specifically that has issues with that. I don't know.
stones of her monolith crumble.
But
Let her body lie at the end of the world. Unable to paint another death.
yeah, it's a good cinematic.
Let the stars no longer be hidden by her oppressive
I
silhouette.
just do hope that we're able to get past the cinematic.
The world once again. Watch the
I guess we will
sunrise
see.
Without the shadow of her cursed figure. May the wind of renewal take you to the ends of the earth.
There should be a way to skip cinematics, though. I certainly feel. Especially for, like, not only situations like this where you have to do it twice because the game crashed, but also for situations like...
Tomorrow comes.
They worked a lot on the way it all looks was a bit graphically demanding at times. Yeah. I don't have all the graphics things up at max.
Thanks to you.
I turned up the ones that seemed most important
33.
and kept the other ones lower, specifically the ones that seemed like they would be demanding on CPU rather than GPU. But yeah, they really should make it so you can skip cinematics just so that either, as I said, situations like this where it crashed, or if you're like replaying the game and you don't want to see the cinematics again, you're just kind of like speeding through it. You should be able to skip them, but maybe I just didn't know the button to. It also said that the game works best on console controls, like a controller, and of course I said no to that. So I'm playing on keyboard and mouse because obviously I play everything on keyboard and mouse except like 2 games, which really made it impossible to play it on anything except controller. Well, it didn't crash this time, so that's good. Is this the mainland? It looks a little, dreary. I guess it's not supposed to be a fun place. Hi. Whomst might you be? There's a lot of us.
Get ready.
It's a very loud area we're in. This is legitimately menacing. He kinda is.
You're old. How did you survive the Gommage?
He hid in a trash can, probably. The other guy was on the right track.
Which expedition are you from?
Yeah, that's what happens when you just walk up to the menacing guy and start asking questions. Like, seriously, why would you just be demanding explanations from the first menacing dude with a cane that you see?
Stop! Come on, we need to go!
Yeah, we definitely need to go.
He's not following. Putain! What the fuck? Who the fuck was that?
Merde! What do we do now?
We run.
At the rally point. The indigo tree.
Anglerfish? Is that what that's what that sounds like? It looks like. Yep. Running would be preferable, wouldn't it? Quite a handsy individual, it looks like.
Come on! Move! Fucking snap out!
Well, he wasn't moving fast enough, I guess. Or maybe it was because he was making too much noise. I mean, we've survived longer than the other people. I think it's because we're not moving and because we're silent. Or it's because we're the main character. That might also be it. Ah. He's charging up his laser, I guess. Act 1. Okay, it seems like Act none because we're freaking dead. But, who knows? Great start to the expedition. I'm starting to see why so many people returned. I mean, the world out here is positively welcoming. So obviously we underestimated the dangers we were going to be seeing on this expedition. We went out there with a whole plan, and obviously we didn't factor in the right stuff, because it went horribly immediately. Yeah, you don't seem to be doing very well there, Gustav. Walk it off, you'll be fine. I don't know what the heck happened to you aside from freaking exploding, but, you know, you'll be fine. Alright, see, you're fine. I guess we're out in the game now. What's... Oh, is this the point that we were supposed to be meeting up at? The tree he was talking about? Alright, but now I guess we're out into the world now. There's still a lot of floaty stuff. Is there a lot of parkour in this game? It made me parkour for loot earlier. So should I be like trying to climb up everything I see? And find the secrets of the universe over here? No, there seems to be a wall there. Although, I hear shiny. Alright. Couldn't even handle the beaches of Normandy. I mean, okay. To be fair, the beaches of Normandy, I'm pretty sure is something most people probably couldn't handle. What? Why does that just look like a painting frame in the ground? Is this modern art? Where they just, instead of actually painting something and like taking the time and skill to do that, they just put a frame on the ground and they're like, ah yes, this is my painting. It is this rock here. Isn't it wonderful? I made it myself by putting this frame on the floor. Delightful. You see, I would be a great modern artist. Because, you know, you can just make up some BS. Like, I could literally put a frame on the ground and just be like, ah, yes, this is to symbolize the laziness of our generation and how they never really, you know, commit themselves to doing something right. You know, it's a art piece, an exhibit, as it were. You know, you really need to think about it, and then you see the artistic genius of it. Status. Name of the current area, current objective, and buildings for bindings for exploration. Why do I get bindings? What's a binding? Current health of the expedition and the current amount of chroma elixirs. Okay, we are at 1 health. Oh my goodness. Oh, you can use the elixir to fully heal all members. It's Estes. Okay. Alright. Interesting. So yeah, we looked at the tree. It wasn't there. Or the tree was there. Nobody else was there. Press up to run. I mean, I'm pretty sure I have to hold shift to run, but you know, that's... I hate art. I hate modern art. I'm perfectly fine with old-timey art, you know? Like marble statues from Renaissance and before. Absolutely great. Amazing. Even some more modern things like statues of important people, important places, events, that kind of art I like. But the meaningless sort of art where they're just like, I used this spatula to fling paint on this canvas and now I'm going to sell it for $3 billion. Like, that's not art. That's just laziness. Interesting sword design. Duct tape banana speaks for itself. It really does. Okay, first real combat. Free-aim shots are a good way to hit flying enemies as well as an enemy's weak point. Try to aim. Shooting costs 1 AP. Aim at the Lancier's weak point to deal increased damage. I mean, I assume that's the weak point. Oh, and then the weak point disappears. Okay. Interesting. But it gives me no overcharge to do that. Let's just regular attack. Haha. Yeah, I think oh gosh, how do I pronounce her name? How do I never remember? Was it Mael? Mael? I don't remember. But I think she was just difficult. So just as much AP as you're willing to spend. Oh, so like if I spend my turns to like build up AP, then Mael, okay, then I can just kind of just keep shooting, and kind of like right now, I could just shoot you. That does nothing. Okay, so I can really only shoot for weak points. But yeah, so it basically is a free turn that you can use your extra AP on, which is always nice. It's always nice to have some option to burn those kinds of things. Oh, need to wait an extra second there. Let's hit him with one of these. And he's dead. Alright, and we get XP. Alright. Parries are hard, but very rewarding. Okay, so yeah, it seems like the dodges have slightly better timing, maybe. But the parries are harder to get, but they probably would be better for you. You get a free counter? Ooh. Yeah, that would be difficult. Though if I fight these things enough, it's just like in Dark Souls. It's literally like exactly Dark Souls. Because in Dark Souls, you can't really parry an enemy until you know their timings. And that's what it's going to be for this as well. We're not going to be able to fight these things efficiently until we've actually fought the thing more than once and can tell when it's going to be attacking, what the timing on the attack is. There's a lot of blood here. That bodes well. I'm sure that doesn't mean that anyone just got absolutely obliterated here. Hey, look, a grapple. Get comfy with the enemy kind of game? Yeah. I'm assuming it'll be very fun if I manage to get, like, a enemy, like, if I need to farm an enemy, then I can get really good at their timings and just obliterate them. Or I wonder if you play the game numerous times, kind of like Sekiro. You know, the first time through Sekiro, you don't know the timings of any of the enemies, and so you kind of fumble through it. But then the second or third playthrough, you already know all the timings. So even if you're weaker than the enemy, you still... It's like it's more fun to go through because you can just beat up enemies that you have no actual... You just have no reason to be that good against that enemy. And yet you're going in at like level 1 and just beating the whole game because you're just, you know the parry timings already. This looks like a boss room. I don't know, it probably isn't, but I just imagine that thing. I like walk in and it falls down behind me and blocks us in. Though it's a little early for bosses. Hi, are you dead? You look a little dead. I don't know, maybe you can walk it off. Alright, well I don't know what that thing is, but we're just gonna ignore it and move on. But it's good that the game has replayability. Because, you know, I mean this is my first playthrough, but I would like to play it again sometime. Did you play it more than once? Alright, we got glowy things. I assume that's to tell me to go there. Press E to climb. Alright, we got Assassin's Creed going on here. Very good. That is a lot of expedition members. We didn't come here with this many. So obviously a lot of expeditions use that tree as the point that they start at. Did it turn off my VSync? It did. Why does it always do that? Disable that, turn that to 60, turn on VSync, apply, and then it like resets it every time I close the game. I don't know why. Also, it reset us back to low. Yeah. Why does it keep resetting all my settings? I don't appreciate that. That's weird. Because, yeah, on the first, like, yesterday, I logged in to the main menu and set the settings, and then today they were reset, and then the game crashed and we reopened it, and the settings reset again, which turned off VSync, which is why I was seeing tearing there for a minute. Hence, knowing that, like, figuring out that there was an issue with the settings again. So, didn't even finish your first playthrough? Ah, well. Are any of these new bodies? They all seem to be kind of old bodies. Also, they seem to be petrified after death. They don't actually seem to decay, which is odd. Really hard if you don't use all the aspects of it. You're essentially doing a challenge run, it was too much. Ah, okay. I hope it doesn't get to that point with me. Why do I hear menacing things from this direction? There's nothing here. Oh, here's a cave. But yeah, after the stream, I'm gonna look into why the settings keep resetting. Man, there are just so many expedition members. Like, this is probably the last 10 expeditions right here. Especially because they said our expedition was bigger than most in the last, like, decade. So this must have been at least, like, around a dozen expeditions worth of people. All just dying at this one spot. Which bodes great for me. Like, I am glad to be a part of it. Alright. I don't want to just run straight to where I'm supposed to go, just because, you know, I feel like I'll miss stuff. I like searching around a bit. That is even more, oh my gosh. Wait. Use color of Lumina? I didn't. Can I recommend the lifestyle? Alright. 33. That's not good, that's us. But yeah, those giant piles of corpses must be literally dozens upon dozens of expeditions. How? I'm starting to see why none of them returned. They probably either died at the beach or they died here. Why am I just getting cozy in with all the rest of the corpses? Is it because of her? Probably because of her. And maybe like 10, 20 years ago, the expeditions were bigger, but they were saying ours was a big turnout comparatively. So, at least recent years, the expeditions were a lot smaller, and getting smaller and smaller as time went on. So that means that either these were some of the first expeditions where they sent like tens of people, 20, 30, 40 people each expedition, or I don't know. And her name was pronounced Lune, right? Not just Loon. I think.
Fucking hell. Wake up, Gustav.
Lune.
Yeah, Lune.
I know. We're the only ones left. You don't get to die.
True. You just gotta suck it up.
It's just a matter of time before we're already dead. Look around, look.
This is
We'll
not
be
a foregone
fine.
conclusion. When one falls, we continue. Get up. We need to find a safer place. There are Nevrons around.
Lucien.
So, was the Neveron Was that what I was fighting?
Place.
Or like are they like an elite class of what I was fighting, approximately? Oh hi, are you the Neveron?
It seems intact.
Oh no.
It's about time we test it in real conditions.
Huh. So what's this converter do?
Putain.
We'll see. We'll need some kind of edge against that thing. I don't think shooting it is gonna help much. Alright. That thing is big. So, first of all, shoot weak point. Blaze it. Okay, maybe we don't need that much help because that just took out like half its health. Yeah, and then just attack to get your AP back. Now you... Let's see. Lune's skills generate elemental stains. Her skills also consume specific stains to enhance their effects. There are 5 types of stains: ice, fire, lightning, earth, and light. Light stains can be consumed in place of any other stain. Okay, so those are like a wild card. Cycle between different elements to get the most out of her skills. It's kind of playing their own game. Okay, so they have like a different way of doing stuff. Starting skills are Ice Lance and Immolation. Ice Lance is an ice skill that generates 1 ice stain and 1 light stain. Use Ice Lance to gain stains. Okay. Let's see. So Immolation consumes ice. Or no. It can consume ice to increase damage. And I guess on the right is like these are the stains that are currently here. Let's see. Ice Lance generates these 2. That'll generate just a fire. Okay. Elements to make stains, and stains buff other spells. So you kind of want to use them in a rotation, I assume. That seems like how that goes. Because you would like have certain spells that generate, and then certain spells that use them and are boosted by them. And so you would kind of have to use them in a certain order to get the most out of the abilities. Alright, elemental affinities. The Portier is weak to ice and took 50% more damage from Ice Lance. Most enemies have elemental affinities. Weaknesses take 50% more damage. Resistances take 50% less damage. Nullify takes no damage, and Absorb is healed instead of taking damage. Oh boy. That's gonna be great. So that's another thing I'll need to figure out. Slow is a debuff that reduces the speed of the character by 25%. Oh, someone who can attack the whole expedition at once, press E to parry and execute an expedition counter. Interesting. So if they're doing a multi-hit attack, then we can do a multi-hit counter as well. That is actually pretty nice. Each character has tens of builds. My Lune would just rush out 4 stains and blow up. So you're saying her mango was to blow up. Anyway, so we haven't gotten overcharge yet. Not that I think we will here. We have a lot of AP. I think we can just shoot him in the crotch. Yeah, that does nothing if it's not a weak point. Then wait. Does damage based on the amount of charges? So, okay, is the overcharge like it does a tiny amount of damage per charge until it's max and then it'll do its big damage? Or like, is it a direct thing? Like if I do it at 9 out of 10 overcharge, will it be doing 9/10 of the damage exactly? I don't know. But we're gonna do a regular assault for this. Alright. Consuming stains. Lune now has 1 ice stain and 1 light stain. Immolation will consume the ice stain to deal increased damage. Don't know the math, but more charge equals more damage. Okay. Light stains will be consumed if no corresponding elemental stains are available. Use immolation. Okay. Sure game. Whatever you want.
Feel the burn.
Alright. We continue. I do like the weak spots thing. I'll need to get better at the timings, but I'll get there.
See if your invention lives up to its reputation.
I'm sure I'll be real good at it eventually.
It really works.
Ah, it sucked it. Gave it the good suck. And now I guess that does something good for us?
There might be other survivors at the indigo tree.
I was just there. Wasn't I? Alright, new Pictos. Dodger. Oh, maybe that just gives us new Pictos. They can be equipped to increase character stats. Higher level Pictos grant better stats. They also provide passive effects called Lumina. Each character can learn Luminous associated with each Pictos. Luminous or Luminaz can be equipped in the Lumina menu using Lumina points and can trigger their specs without equipping the corresponding Pictos. Oh. Okay. So if one character does 4 fights with a Picto, it is learned. Okay, so you have to use it for a time, and then you learn it and can put it on as a passive forever or something. Using XP, essentially? Maybe? There's a lot going on with this system. But let's... Okay, this is the menu. We have no elixirs. Learned Pictos can be passive. Okay. Let's see. Remove from party. Probably not. Okay, so we can have 3, it looks like. Character overview shows all information related to one character. From there, it is possible to perform different actions like changing equipment or wardrobe. Change the character's equipped weapon. Okay, so we get different weapons too. That's interesting. Change the character's equipped Pictos by selecting any of these slots. Change the character's equipped skills by selecting any of the skill slots. Color of Luminous are charm notches. I didn't use any. Oh, okay. So the things that I've been getting a lot of through the beginning portion were basically things that'll help my characters equip more of their Luminas or more Pictos or whatever. All right. It all seems pretty self-explanatory. We can look at his other outfit. Ah, it's basically the same, but red. Oh, we can change haircut too. Okay. There's a lot of customization. I appreciate that. I kind of like the black on him for now. Get the weapon. Interesting. This is a really interesting design because I can't like look at it closer, I don't think, but it looks like it has almost an extended tang outside of the hilt here, and I assume it's a full tang as well. So the sword probably starts down here, goes all the way up to here, and then the blade starts, it looks like. And it doesn't... It's hard to tell, but it doesn't look like it has a back blade, you know? So it looks like it's a one-sided sword that is very thin and agile. It seems to be built kind of like a long sword, so a 1.5-handed sword, and that is evidenced by the hilt length. That is a 2-handed hilt, so that is useful. The upturned guard can be useful because it means you can still have a good guard while it doesn't get in the way of your hands, so that's nice. Yeah, it seems to be a weapon made for not so much durability and more just like swiftness and slicing effectiveness, and that's probably because it's more of a magic weapon with the Lumina system and all that, rather than, made for direct slashing combat. So that is interesting. I do like looking at fantasy weaponry and armor and stuff. It is very interesting what people do with that stuff. In this menu, it is possible to see the list of available pictos and change the character's equipped pictos. I don't know why I say it like that. It's just funny. Didn't know we were both sword nerds. I don't know a ton about swords, sadly. Like, I'm no expert, but I am definitely a nerd about them. I for sure look into them a lot, and I like them. They're very nice. And I do not like it when swords don't make any sense. Like, I judge them harshly. Same with architecture. Like, anytime I see a castle in a game, I generally start to, like, judge it as to if it would actually work as a castle. Like, where are your crenellations? Where are the, you know, where any holes in the wall to actually shoot out from? Why do you not have an actual portcullis in the gate? It's just an empty gatehouse. Like, what's that about? You know, I definitely look into that stuff a lot. And point out weird, dumb things that they did. So far, because I'm not familiar with the magic system, I can't say anything bad about this game's stuff. The things that are good that I can say is that the armor seems rather minimal, but effective. You know, it's like, it looks like mostly cloth, so they didn't fall into the same trap of like, oh, leather armor on everything. If it's lighter than full plate armor, then we're just gonna have them wear leather, which, to be fair, leather was worn, but cloth armor was a lot more prevalent. And so having nice, sturdy, well-built cloth armor being kind of the backbone of the expedition's armor sets makes a lot of sense. Walk into a friend's apartment and complain about the landlord's drywall job. Honestly, I kind of do the same thing, at least not like with landlord stuff, but just with my own place. Before we moved into it, there was, okay, in the bathroom, the towel rack is, you know, on the wall, but you can see an inch to the right of each prong of the towel rack, there is a drywalled and painted over section of the wall where you can tell that's where the drywall rack, or where the towel rack used to be installed. So I always sit there and I think, why did they move this over by like an inch? Why didn't they just put it back in the same spot that they had it? Like, I don't understand. So I can get nitpicky about drywall and painting stuff as well. Usually not at other people's houses, just because I don't want to like point something out to them that then they start obsessing about, because then they have to live with it. So so many people refuse to sand drywall. It's not that hard to cover up. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't sound that hard. I've never worked with drywall, but it seems pretty easy, relatively, compared to other materials. But anyways, equipped pictos are shown here. Each character can have 3 pictos equipped at a time. Characters cannot equip the same pictos at the same time. Okay. It is possible to sort the list of pictos by using these sorting options. After winning 4 battles with the pictos equipped, it will be mastered. Every pictos has a unique passive effect called the Lumina. After mastering a pictos, it will be possible to activate its Lumina without having a pictos equipped. Okay, so I assume that's not going to be a full effect, though. Like, I don't know, like a pictos would be 5% extra dodging ability, but then the passive would be like 1%, but you get it forever or something. I don't know. But I assume that the currently equipped ones will always be more powerful than the passive ones, right? Maybe. We'll see. But, Dodger. Gain 1 AP on a perfect dodge once per turn. That's pretty nice. That's pretty good. We'll throw that into a thingamawhatsit. Because why not? And then I assume that those aren't consumed, so I can put them on different people. God, pictos also just give stats. Yeah, it looks like it. Because that one... pictos. Yeah, crit rate. Speed. Does that, like, increase my speed? Or is that just the speed of the picto? I don't know what that does, but the crit rate makes sense, because it looks like it's adding 3% crit rate. So that's nice. Oh, maybe speed determines turn order. That would make sense. So that might just like increase our speed significantly. Okay. Well, good stuff. Do you have anything to look at? You have abilities, but I don't think I don't have any more Pictos for you, so we'll just leave you be, I guess. You have any other outfits? No. Of course, because I didn't get any more for you yet. But that's fine. Good stuff. So where... Alright, are we going back to the tree, or are we going this way? What's over here? They're just getting caught on the bodies, don't worry. Parkour time? No. Yeah, I don't know why it let me come back here, but doesn't really look like there's anything shiny. So, okay, we'll just head forward. So was the place I woke up not the tree that I was supposed to, like the important tree? Because that looked like the tree. Estia change characters. Yeah, you already said that. We're fine. He's all depressed. He could use a break. Plus, I almost always, like, 99.9% of the time in every game play as the female characters, so, you know. Oh, look, another blue tree. So we're looking for a very big blue tree, you say. Not just like a moderately big blue tree like earlier, but very big. Okay. These are more of the guys we fought. Go in the water. Oh, no secrets. When approaching confined spaces, you will crouch automatically. Okay, useful. Don't have to have a crouch button that I'll accidentally use, and then, like, I'm trying to run away from something and I accidentally crouch, and then I'm, like, real slow. Expedition flag. During your journey, you will find expedition flags set up by previous expeditions. Flags allow you to heal, recharge your items, learn new skills, and allocate your character's attribute points. Oh. So it's a bonfire. Bonfire lit. Is there a downside to resting? I assume we don't have any attributes or any... Oh, we do, because we're level 1. Okay. Good. Let's see. So vitality is health and attack power. Might is just attack power. Can we put in take out? Yeah. So this will increase just the health. Okay, vitality does not increase attack power much. This increases attack power by a lot more. Agility is speed and defense. More emphasis on speed than defense. Defense is defense with an emphasis on defense. Also crit rate. Interesting. And luck is increases speed slightly and crit rate by a lot. Okay. Good to know. Standard bonfire rules. Okay. So the resting shouldn't be taken as like... It's not like Baldur's Gate 3 resting where it actually passes time and you might miss things. It's just... I wonder what these are. Is this like... This might be saying that these are like his main stats. Something like... Oh, or maybe those are the stats that his weapon uses. I don't know. But... I don't know. I feel like he could probably use... Oh, It is tough to try to think of what build I want to go with before I know anything about the game. But I guess it would be just a safe bet to go with Vitality and Might right off the bat. Because, yeah, more attack power, more health by a little bit. Check skill trees first. There are skill trees? Let's see. I'm guessing that's, yeah, learn skills. Okay. Yeah, overcharge, that's what we got. They have a lot of abilities, oh my gosh. Powerful. Applies powerful to 1 to 3 allies, increasing the damage they deal for 3 turns. Okay. So that buffs us and gives charge. Interesting. Deal low single target, lightning damage, 1 hit, applies mark. This game is a lot more in-depth RPG-wise than I'd expected. Because it's very, like, I don't know, I assumed it would be more streamlined and story driven, but it surprises me, like, in a good way, very much surprises me that there is a lot of care taken to expand their, like, the possibilities, the builds you can do. It's not just like a one size fits all kind of thing. It's like you could really customize this and make it your own kind of thing. So he deals medium single target damage, 3 hits, uses weapons element. Huh. And heals self if the target burns. So if we have a fire element weapon, then I guess it does healing. So, I don't know, I guess we get him fire eventually. If we get that attack, at least. Deals very high single target damage, 6 hits, uses weapons element, critical hits generate 2 additional charges. Okay. Also, okay, yeah, these are the amount of skill points it takes to unlock, I'm assuming. So, this is like the highest tier or something. Not the highest, but the highest of what we have available. Let's see, high lightning damage to all enemies, okay. Can break if a target is broken by the hit, overcharge is fully charged. Wow. Alright, insta overcharge, very nice. So that's interesting. Applies mark. I don't know what exactly marking does. I assume just increased damage to the target. Oh, recovery. Heal and increases charges. So he seems to be kind of a tank. Not like full-on tank, but kind of like a tank DPS hybrid, where he's good at taking hits and then giving back. Makes aiming do more damage. Oh, interesting. Alright, it would be nice to know what the rest of his skills are, but we'll, I guess, get to those eventually. What about her? What's her abilities like? Oh, this is a different looking tree. So yeah, Immolation and Ice Lance, we already looked at those. Healing Light heals the targeted ally by 30 to 50% health. Costs 0 AP, but it consumes 2 earth. Oh gosh, her entire tree is going to be a lot harder, isn't it? Because with him, it was just like, what stats do I level up? What element do I use to, like, on my weapon to do the best stuff? But with her, it's like, I would not only need to figure out what I want her to do, but where I'm going to get those elements from. And yeah, that's gonna be pretty tough to put together the proper stuff, because I do like the idea of having her heal. I like having a healer character, but it depends on if other people can heal, and if they heal themselves, they wouldn't need her to heal. I don't know. Lune builds go crazy. I can tell, like, it looks like she's probably, thus far, I mean, we've only looked at 2 characters, but she's the most in-depth. But I do like how this works a little bit, because it's like you have lightning, earth, healing, fire. So they're all kind of going out in their own directions. But where's ice? Is this ice? Yeah, so ice is here, interrupted by earth, just like how fire... Where's the rest of fire? Fire's down here. No, it's just elemental. Is this the only fire ability? Maybe these are fire. I don't know. But it is kind of weird because lightning kind of takes over. Or no, the fire's here. That's weird. Because you think it'd be lightning here, fire interrupting it here. But no, it's fire, ice. Ice gets interrupted by earth to down here. Fire gets interrupted by lightning, but then kind of changes direction and goes this way. It's a little weird the way that goes, but yeah, there's a lot to look at here. Consume all stains to deal high elemental damage if the target, or to the target. Can break if 4 stains are consumed. So this is what your build was based around. Okay, because basically you would use something that gives you the most stains possible and then use them up to just obliterate enemies. Kind of like the overcharge with the other guy. You just kind of build up and then hit all at once. Low single target ice damage to 2 hits. So same enemy, 2 hits. Gains 4 AP if the target is burning. Consumes earth. Play a second turn. Wait a minute. So if they're not burning, it's just free? Deals medium ice damage to all enemies, 1 hit. Applies slow for 3 turns. Slow is useful. Consumes, is that it consumes 1 of each or any of each? Maybe it's 1 of each. Probably. On turn start, deals high ice damage to all enemies and heals allies. Consumes 2 earth. Duration increased from 3 to 5 turns. Okay. Interesting, interesting. There's a lot to this. There's extreme damage to all enemies, 8 hits, jeez. Each hit deals damage in a random element, can only be cast with. Okay, so that one is like the big boy, hits everything a lot, but you need specifically 1 of each stain, which I'm betting is hard to get set up. Deals low single target ice, fire, lightning, and earth damage. 4 hits, critical hits generate the corresponding stain. Interesting. Mayhem, but harder. Yeah, because this is 4 of any. This is specifically 1 of each. All enemies receive medium lightning damage at the end of their turn, and low lightning damage when they receive damage. It lasts 3 turns. Consumes double fire for double thunder strikes on turn end. Okay, so it basically can like double the damage if you go into that with fire. I do like that some of these you can cast it without the things that they consume, but it will be a lot better if you have the correct things. But that makes it so hard to actually put a build together for this. Lightning damage to random enemies. Oh, but we do have the light. Okay, but that makes interesting questions of elemental genesis. If this, because it says can only be cast with those 4, can you still replace any of those 4 with light stains and it's fine? Because the light stains are like the trump card of it, you know? Yeah, okay, so you could have 4 light stains and it's just fine. Interesting, interesting, okay. So let's see. Deals medium fire damage to all enemies, so AoE, applies burn, consumes ice. Interesting. Deals increasingly high fire damage to all enemies every turn until Lune receives damage. Oh, okay, so if you're really good at dodging damage, then you can just keep this up and it'll just keep doing damage over and over. But that seems risky. It's very high fire damage that applies 5 burn per hit to all enemies, 2 hits. So 10 burn to all enemies if they all hit. Deals self damage if failed. And then healing, of course, consumes earth, 30 to 50%, costs 0 AP, 30 to 70% health, and 2 additional AP. Oh, and it revives them. Okay. Consumes 3 lightning, it looks like. And this one... Or no, if it consumes 3 lightning, then it doesn't cost AP. That's the same with this. Okay, so you can cast this by using up 3 AP, or you can consume 2 earth to not consume AP. Okay. Parry everything equals win game. Okay. I'll need to get good then. And this is 5 AP, heals 1 to 3 enemies by 40 to 60% health. Consumes 3 fire to also apply regen that heals on turn start. Okay. I like that all the healing is percentage based, so you don't have to worry about like leveling up your healing ability as you go. Earth damage to all enemies. Consumes lightning for increased damage. Okay, what synergizes? Okay, so it looks like fire and ice synergize well together. Except for these. These seem to be ice related, but they don't synergize with fire. But fire synergizes with ice in that you want ice for most of the fire abilities. Healing seems to rely on everything. It's not very consistent. This uses a lot of lightning. So earth and lightning synergize together, except the lightning doesn't synergize with earth. Lightning synergizes with fire. Earth with lightning. Fire with frost. Frost with earth. Healing with everything. Okay. Now we're starting to get a little bit more complicated, because I assumed it would be like the opposites synergize with each other, like fire would synergize with frost and frost would synergize with fire, but instead it's more of a circle where this goes with this, this goes with this, this goes with this, and this goes with this. And the healing's kind of outside of it. Same with these ones, are kind of like modern, like moderate abilities, kind of not any one element. So that's more interesting than what I thought the system was prior. So I'm gonna need a little bit of kind of everything. Remember to manage AP through all of this. Yeah, that's... yeah, a build with her is gonna be tough. But I think that for Gustav... Okay, we might be going kind of a fire build on him. I don't know what fire scales with. Because, you know, like in Dark Souls games, fire weapons have a specific, like, stat that they scale with. I think in some Dark Souls games it's faith, and in other ones it's intelligence and faith. And in other ones fire doesn't scale at all. So, do you remember off the top of your head if all fire weapons scale off the same thing, or do you just kind of need to play it by ear as you go and as you get new weapons? Because he has self-healing with fire damage, and I think I want to lean into that. Just because he seems to be kind of a tanky character, and going for some good self-healing is always good for the tank. Even though the enemies seem to... I don't know if there's anything that makes it so the enemies hit specific units before others. So even if you have a tanky character, kind of like in Final Fantasy, even if you have one character at the front of your party that is tankier than the others, yeah, the enemies can still just attack everyone else. So I don't know if having him lean into the tankiness is the best idea. But it would help him live long enough to get overcharge, and then we could go for an overcharge build. Kind of found weapon types that you liked and didn't look too much at other weapons. Fair, yeah. Okay, so I'll just go for a general kind of tanky damage build by doing 1 vitality and 1 might for the attack power and health, but I'm also going to go with defense. Just because that raises the defense a lot, and I think that'll help. So that's what we're going to go for this guy. And I assume with only 5 stats, they're all probably equally good. You know, it's not like in Dark Souls. Oh, when you find a recook, you can also just respec. Okay, that's also good, because... Yeah, upgrade, go. Oh, you need to hold it. I kept like clicking and I'm like, oh, why is it not going? Okay, now for you. Okay, so it's saying luck and vitality and might are your things. Okay, because attack power is just attack power. There's no like magic attack power or mana or anything. It's just these 5 stats. So I assume to some degree all of them are going to use might as an attack power thing. Luck seems like it's saying... Oh, and luck also increases her attack power. Okay, interesting. Oh, and these letters are scaling. Okay, so basically it's saying that that might always increases attack power, probably, but his weapon also scales not only off of the might, because of course, but also vitality with a C scaling. Hers has D scaling in vitality and C scaling in luck. So that has less emphasis on being tanky and more emphasis on just might and luck. Okay, things are getting interesting. Oh, it's a glass cannon. Check inventory, look at weapons that they're scaling. Okay. Though I assume this is the scaling of what they're equipping currently. And luck for her would actually be good because she had a lot of abilities that had extra bonuses based on critting. So let's go with a very agile type crit build. That's my first idea. Is you get the damage, you get the speed so she can go first most of the time and start building up those stains right off the bat, and then the luck to get the crits so that she has those extra bonus things happen when she crits. I don't know anything about the game, but just from my first assumption, that's what I'm going to be building her towards. And if it's a bad idea, then we'll just go back and respec them later. I'm sure we'll be able to figure that out. And then we rest to get his health back. And our potion. That's very important. Okay. Well, that was a good start. I think I'm going to end the first stream there, though. We're kind of right on the cusp of getting into it. I think we're still in the tutorial phase. We haven't seen all the characters yet. I don't know if the tutorial gives you all the main characters throughout it, but as of now, we haven't gotten to having a full party. We haven't really gotten into the full game where the game isn't like holding your hand. Yeah, like halfway through the tutorial. Yeah, so we're not quite there yet, but we're close. We're at least, I think, through most of the talking and cinematics. We're kind of into the action part of the game now. So that will be good for next time. I'm just afraid that if I go and keep exploring, I'm gonna be at this for like another 3 hours. So we will save that for tomorrow, but so far I'm enjoying it, aside from it crashing that one time and continually resetting my graphics settings. But I will figure out how to fix that issue before next stream, and then that'll be good. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. And thank you all for being here, Mr. Unknown Man. Very much appreciate your presence. A little thing I wanted to mention is that I got my decal working for Ashran's Call finally. It was a really stupid issue of I wasn't launching Thwarg Launcher as admin, and I should have been. I used to have it set to do that, but I didn't since the reset of the computer. And with decal, it was the issue of I kept trying to add the existing like add-ons, and it wasn't working. I needed to re-download them because when you install them, they actually install straight into decal. So yeah, it was a whole to-do. But yeah, we could play a little bit of AC, see if we can't get a quest done, but that means I have to end the stream. So I will do that, and I will Discord you. So see you guys later, and goodbye.